Alright, time for another booster set prediction for Cardfight Vanguard, this time for V-BT10, Phantasmic Dragonheart. So in this segment, just like the other ones, I'm just making prediction on what cards are most likely going to be in here, mostly the remakes because Cardfight Vanguard has easy predictions, especially when we're in the remake era. So into that, let's just get started. So I'm going to start off with Touchy Cozy and save Shadows for last, because that's a big one. So first off, of course we have Gaia, and then the likely Stridefather as Grade 3 Searcher, and the put to soul draw 1 card crit trigger as the 30k Sentinel. Other cards that I see that will be in this set will be used by Arata, like Gigant Flame, Jigsawsaurus, Abadomazer, Freezernix, and Baby Chimera as the start. As for the budget option, because Bushy announced that BT09 onwards will have a budget option, I'll say the Raptor series, as I see it more likely than Ancient Dragons, for having less cards. Next will be Spike Brothers. So we got the obvious Rising Nova, Stridefather as Grade 3 Searcher, put the soul draw 1 card crit as the 30k Sentinel. Other cards can include Lethal Forward, Axe Diver, Wink Killer Misery, Frog Raider, and Mecha Analyzer as starter. And then for the budget option, I think they're gonna go with Dugly, as it was a popular archetype for Spike Brothers back in the day, with Dugly Emperor, Dugly Douglas, and Reckless Express, and most likely other cards that I miss. Now for Mega Colony, I believe most of the cards will be used by Gaily Gredora and Solsuke Achilles, with of course the waifu queen herself, Gredora, and we cannot have Gredora without Achilles, whether it's regular dark face or not. Of course, Stridefather as Grade 3 Searcher, put the soul draw 1 card crit as the 30k Sentinel, and then other cards like Dangerous Horn, Bulg Wops, Punish Stag, Twilight Matter, Bad Luck Star, Promu Larva as starter, and a possible Overwhelm. And for the budget option, I'll choose the Geographa Ride Chain. I would choose Master Beetle, but Master Beetle is really only 1 card, so I choose Geographa instead, because you could actually make an archetype out of that, and maybe some support for machinings as well. And finally, we got the double archetype clan Shadow Paladin, where I believe most cards are going to be used by Kazuma and Ren. So let's start off with Kazuma with his Luard. Of course we have Dragheart, and it's also been announced that there's going to be Drag Driver, Drag Wizard Mofessa, and there are 2 candidates for the 30k Crit Sentinel, one being Benio Owl, and the other will be Cleric Swords Critical, Taboo Mage Kafar. More likely Benio Owl though. Other cards by Kazuma can include Drag Wizard Leofal, Drag Wizard Uskius, Drag Wizard Neves, Abyss Owl, Drag Saber Escerus, and Drag Prince Root as starter. That'll be it for Kazuma, and now for Ren's side, we got the obvious Phantom Blaster Overlord, Dark Cloak Revenger Tartu, Judge Bao Revenger for his starter, and if they're going to continue Blaster Dark support, Revenger Drag Ruler Phantom. And if they're going to do Kanzaki cards, since his deck still feels incomplete, I'll say the 10k Beat Stick and the 8k Beat Stick, Night Sky Eagle, and the possible Aura Geyser Dragon. As for the budget option, I think they're going to go with Witches, with Fianna and Femi. I don't see a full archetype being printed for this because they did the same thing with Metalborgs, so that'll be it for Shadow Paladins. So that's it for the video, hope you guys enjoyed it. Tell me below if you guys think that we're gonna get Rao Sera's Grandblue Legion in Moonlight Butterfly, because we got Metalborgs, which is Neve, in Silver Petal Dragonflame, and then we suddenly got Grandblues for the next set. So is it possible that we're gonna get Rao Sera cards for that one? And since this one has Shadow Paladins, will we see Rati's Witches? And then for V-BT12, will we see Gold Paladins with Bluish Flame Liberators? I am just curious, but I really hope to see Quatre Knight cards in these sets, because they have been forgotten for quite some time now. So in that, have a nice weekend.